going on, everyone? This is Jangy Comics coming at you with another video. Today is my first week in isolation, practicing social distancing with the coronavirus epidemic happening right now, guys. It is crazy to not be out and about, but guys, just keep practicing social distancing. But this video is a video that I kind of held off on because of other priorities with CGC books and C2E2 that happened a few weeks ago. This is the second part of a two-part series of a short box reveal. A buddy of mine who I met recently, reacquainted with, said that he has some books that he's willing to donate, so he gave me 2 short boxes of comics. This one is not a full box, as it's probably half a short box and the other half is pretty much trade paperbacks and manga in here. So not too long of a video, but if this is your first time, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy this video. I do comic book content. I try to do it weekly, but with the situation here, I might do bi-weekly depending on what I can put together. So again, thank you so much for stopping. Hopefully you enjoy these types of videos. And if this is not your first time, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoy this video as well. Hit that like, hit that comment section, and subscribe so that you guys continue to see the other books, the other videos that I have. I'm happy to report that C2E2 or CGC received all my books from C2E2. I have 22 books signed, all signed, and hopefully for 9.8s. But all of them are with CGC, and yeah. And I guess the last announcement is I am probably in the final stretch of getting my website live. Should be ready by the end of March. If not, first thing early April. I might have it live in March, but then announce it in April because I want to make sure everything tests out, that the purchasing and the purchase flow of everything works and everything, all that good stuff. And lastly, I am almost on the cusp of hitting 800 Instagram followers, so I'm doing a giveaway stacker. So I'm going to be doing a post every day of a book that I'll be contributing into this giveaway. I got 2 out there right now. By the time you see this, it's probably gonna be more. So check out my Instagram, follow me, like all the posts, comment on it, spread the word, because once I hit over 800 followers, I'm gonna do a random giveaway, or the random winner is gonna receive the entire stack of books that I posted. I got a couple of good, I think there's some good books right now. So check it out there. Check out my Instagram, Jangy Comics. And without further ado, yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, and we're back, guys. Thanks so much again for joining in. Hope you enjoy this video during these times of self-quarantining. And definitely, guys, be safe out there. Practice social distancing. Go out whenever you have to, not when you want to. Definitely help prevent the spread. But obviously, you guys all know this. I'm just iterating what I'm pretty sure what we're all practicing. So hopefully you guys are all doing well today. But yeah, this first batch of books are the trade paperbacks from this short box. I'll leave a link in the description in terms of the first book first box I did. There's actually some pretty good books in there. Nothing huge or super big keys, but still a good variety of books, considering the fact that there is a good chunk of them that I was not familiar with. So let's get right into this first batch here of trade paperbacks. Alright, this first one is I don't know if it's supposed to be Dead at 17 or Dead 17, but here you go. Dead at 17 Revolution, and then Dead 17 Blood of Saints. Never heard of these books, but I'm sure if someone would be kind enough to leave in the comments if these are worth a read or not. Those are what we got. Alright, this next one is actually the trade paperback of Angela. As most of you probably know, Angela made her debut in Spawn issue. I'm not going to even try, but it's definitely one of the earlier issues of Spawn. And then Angela is one of those comic characters who somehow is able to transition from Image into Marvel. And I think what I've heard, the murmurs, is that Angela actually might make an appearance in the upcoming Thor movie, where she may play a love interest with Valkyrie. I don't know if any of that is true, but that is some murmurs, and I think that if that were to be the case, that Spawn issue, which is the first appearance of Angela, I believe that's the first appearance of Angela, is going to see some gains in the comic community. So definitely something to keep an eye out on. Definitely something worth specking, I think, right now. But yeah, definitely take a look for that. The next batch of books, actually I'll just save this for last, is, let's see, The Goon. I don't know too much about The Goon. I haven't really read any of the Goon books, but I think there's actually a pretty good cult following for them, or for him. And I saw some of the value of the first issues of The Goon, and it's actually doing really well. Some good returns I've seen on this. But these are trade paperbacks, so this is The Goon, Nothing But Misery. And I also have this other one, The Goon, My Murderous Childhood and Other Grievous Yarns. I'm going to have to take a look at one of these books and see what's up with it, especially with there being such a niche following and a cult following, to be a fact, for The Goon. I think Comic Tom also is a fan of The Goon, so maybe something worth checking out. See if the stories are worth the read. And this next batch is actually a run of a series, the trade paperbacks of the Ultimate X-Men. So we have Ultimate X-Men Volume 1, Ultimate X-Men Volume 2, Ultimate X-Men Volume number 3, World Tour, and then Ultimate X-Men Volume 4, Hellfire and Brimstone. And then Ultimate X-Men number 5, Ultimate War. Ultimate X-Men Volume number 6, Return of the King. And then Ultimate X-Men Blockbuster Volume number 7. So as you guys know, I think the only two main characters right now that are prevalent in the comic series is obviously Miles Morales, and then also Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe, who is I believe is called the Maker. What's interesting is that I've been reading that the Maker is talking to like the multiverse of other Reed Richards, and apparently he was like banished from them, but in order to be back, he has to recreate the Ultimate Universe. If that's the case, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but they may bring back the Ultimate Universe, and if that is the case, then some of these Ultimate books may see a spike again. But we'll see how that pans out and if the Maker actually pulls that off or not. Anyways, those were all the trade paperback books. Alright, now let's get into the regular books here, the regular comics. These are probably going to be a random assortment, so please bear with me as there is no rhyme or reason in the order of these books I'm about to show you. Anyways, we have the Max, issue number 4. The Max, issue number 5. A lot of these books are not board and bagged, but I don't think any of these are really any keys worth of value, so definitely something's worth just filling up the collection on. We have issue 10 of Gen 13, Chapter 3, Fire from Heaven. Gen 13, issue 11, Fire from Heaven, Chapter 9. And we have Gen 13, issue number 12. Alright, we have Gen 13, issue 14. Gen 13, issue 7. Gen 13, issue 5. And Gen 13, issue 4. And Gen 13, issue 3. I'll see if issue 1 and 2 are in this stack, but alright, a Gen 13 and Pit run there. Let's see, the next one here is Greed. I think it's called Greed. Or the Creech? I don't know. This is Image The Creech, I think that says. The Creech, Book 2. We have a Dark Horse comic here, Blade of the Immortal. I think this is a manga. As I mentioned, there's going to be some manga in here. Oh, here's another one, Mobile Suit Gundam, 00839, Nightmare of Solomon. We have a Curse of Spawn book here, issue 15. And we have Bloodshot, number 10. Alright, continuing on, we have X Factor issue 142. Excalibur issue 117. Oh, nice. We have, in this next one here, we have Spawn the movie in comic form. An image book there. Swamp Thing issue 157. Hellblazer issue 89. John Constantine. John Constantine Hellblazer issue number 92. And Green Arrow issue number 99. And we also have Wildcats Trilogy issue number 1. Alright. Cool. Alright, so this book I actually knew was in this box before I opened it. I really wish it was in better condition, but better than nothing. This is probably the best book in this whole haul. But we have Batman, Vengeance of Bane. I believe this is the first appearance of Bane himself. It's not in the best condition. There are some spine ticks, color-breaking spine ticks. I think this is probably going to be maybe an 8.5, a low 9 with a pressing maybe. But yeah, this is Vengeance of Bane. This is probably the best book in this entire collection. So, happy about that though. Can't complain. Alright, the next book we have is The Phantom, issue 1, Marvel Comics. The Ghost Who Walks. We have The Phantom, issue 2. Well, as I said, we're going to be kind of going back and forth here. We have Spawn, issue 56. That's cool. Ooh, alright. We have Curse of the Spawn, issue number 1. I don't know if the Curse of Spawn series has any value, but it's always nice to have a first issue. And then we have Curse of Spawn, issue number 4. Okay, we have Curse of the Spawn, issue number 3. John Barr's The Crow, Wild Justice, issue 2 of 3. Alright, looks like we got some more Spawns in this section here. We have Spawn, issue 32. Spawn Blood Feud, issue number 1. Blood Feud, issue number 4. Spawn, issue 41. 2 copies of Spawn, issue 46. Let's go ahead and take these off. And I also have Spawn 47. Spawn 48. Spawn 52. 54. And 55. We're going to continue the Spawn ride here, which is actually pretty good. I was actually thinking of maybe starting up, seeing if I can collect the Spawn run, so this is definitely going to help out. Kind of a good jump starting point, I suppose. Spawn 60. 61. 66. Then we have Spawn the Impaler, issue 1. Ooh. Oh, here we go. We have Gen 13, issue 1. Nice. And we have, I don't know if this is the actual comic or if this is a trade paperback, but we have Batman and Spawn. I read this comic a long time ago. It was a fun read. I'll have to check if this is the trade paperback or if this is actually the issue. It's a thick one, but it's like kind of like the same thickness of like The Killing Joke. So I don't know. Maybe it is the first one, but let me know in the comments, guys. Alright, shifting gears to Superman, we have The Adventures of Superman 498, Funeral for a Friend, Part 1. Ooh, we have Pit, Issue 1. Oh, there's a classic cover here. Condition looks to be... with the pressing, I think this will look better. We have Superman, the Man of Steel, issue number 19, Doomsday. And then we have Exo Man of War, issue number 0. Cool. Alright, you know, this batch is definitely showing more promise than the previous one, so this is pretty cool. Alright, we have Wildcats, Jim Lee Classic here. Wildcats issue 1. Then I also have The Uncanny X-Men 304. I think this is part of the Fatal Attraction series. Then I have a Darker Image number 1, still in its, still in the bag, recyclable. Okay, this is cool. This is something I'll definitely want to read. We got Marvel Comics versus DC. I remember reading this a long time ago. Thought it was a fun thing to see Marvel and DC clashing at it in one story. I would hope that one day before I die, we'll actually have one movie or some sort of series where we'll see the MCU and the DC EU all coming together and doing a movie where we might see, you know, a Captain America versus Batman or a Superman versus Hulk. Would be fun. I'm pretty sure that's high hopes, but you never know down the road. Alright, we also have Legends of the World's Finest. I think this was the first team-up of Batman and Superman. I could be mistaken. We have Elseworld Annual Detective Comics issue number 7 of Batman. Okay, moving on. The Super Friends. Issue number... doesn't have it, but this is it's a 40-cent comic, so this is definitely an older one. We have Wetworks issue 2. We have New Men issue 1. We have a Batman issue 500. Did a giveaway of this when I hit 500 followers, but it was signed by Quesada. And then I have The Shadow Strikes, issue number 1. Alright. Then we have The Uncanny X-Men, issue 298. The Acolytes Return. We have Uncanny X-Men, issue 313. Wolverine, issue 77. Knight's End, Part 8, Batman Shadow of the Bat, issue number 30. X-Men and the Micronauts, issue 3. Then we have New Men, The New Men, issue 3, and issue 2. Then we have, we have Marvel vs. DC, issue 2. New Men, issue 4. Wetworks, issue 1. Wolverine, issue 83. Sabretooth, issue number 3. New Men, issue number 5. And Wild Things, issue number 2. Alright. We're over halfway done, guys. If you're still here, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of these books. And leave a comment in the sections if there's anything in here that might be worth of note. Oh, man. You know this is an old box. You know there's an old box when you have yourself an American AOL disc. Not even a CD, but we're looking at a disc here. Holy cow. I wonder how many free minutes I have on this one. If you've never seen one of these before, this is something special here. AOL diskette. Awesome. Alright, here we go. Superman 722. Looks like Superman's fighting a twister. Flipbook X-Men. Oh, this is one of those that are upside down. There's like two stories, I think. So we have X-Men on this side, but if you flip it upside down, you also have another series of the X-Men. So it's a couple of these in here. Another Flipbook X-Men with the X-Force. And then flip it, then you have Bishop. Alright, we have X-Force issue 30. X-Factor issue 98. Huh, I think he had this in the other one. We have Cable issue 1. It's pretty cool. Then we have Ultraverse Nightman issue 1. Shadowhawk 3. First of a series of 4. I always thought Shadowhawk was cool, just kind of a ripoff of Wolverine and Darkhawk, but anyways, Uncanny X-Men 257 or 297. We have the Incredible Hulk issue 393, special 30th anniversary issue. That's pretty cool. X-Men Where Walks the Executioner issue number 17. Then we have the Uncanny X-Men number 301. Go ahead and move these. We have Cage, A Hero for Hire, issue 2. The Punisher, issue 60. And X-Men 2099, issue number 9. Alright. We have Bloodshot number 8. I don't think this movie did well. It seems like it wasn't going well as expected, but then again, it might be because of the virus, people unable to watching it. But I was really hoping. I invested in a couple of Bloodshots and even have a Rise Zero that I was hoping to flip, but the value might not be there anymore. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ooh, X-Men Adventures, Cable Connection. We have Cage issue 3. And then we have a couple of these Spawn. I think these were comics from the action figure line. Wetworks number 4. Dead Again, Superman, issue number 2. Brigade, issue number 0. Don't know what issue number this is, but it's cool. We got Shadowhawk 3. Kind of like that foil. It's in a plastic bag, but I like that that black cover. Another Spawn figure. Ooh, we got ourselves Lobo 1. I don't think this is his first issue ever, or first in his own solo series, but needless to say, still a cool book. Superman, the Man of Steel. Looks like he's fighting Lobo. Ooh, here we go. WARLOC and the Infinity Watch. The series that takes place, as it says, the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet. I was always wondering if they were going to do Adam Warlock, but I guess we'll see if he's appearing in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or some part of the cosmic arc in the MCU. I guess we'll see. Alright, cool. We have The Mask Strikes Back, 1 of 5. We have The Mask Strikes Back, 2 of 5. Spawn action figure. DC Silver Edition Batman, Sword of Azrael, Book 1. Batman, Sword of Azrael, Book 2. We have an X-Men issue 1, Toys R Us limited edition. Interesting. I wonder if this might be worth anything. We have Shadow of the Bat, issue 0. Alright, we got DC Comics versus Marvel, issue number 4. Excalibur, issue number 98. Smurfs. Wow, alright. Smurfs, issue number 1. Wonder if that actually is the first Marvel Smurfs, but we'll see. And then The Shadow, 1 of 2. And that's it, guys. That wraps up the video. definitely a couple of fun books in here. I wish honestly I wish there was the whole series of the DC versus Marvel comics. That would have been a fun one. But I think having them regardless is cool. I'm really excited and happy to see the Spawns in there. Definitely kind of get that collection in my run going. It's a good kind of launching point, and again, the biggest book I think from the entire of his entire collection from both boxes is probably this one, Batman: Vengeance of Bane. So there you have it, guys. That wraps up the second video. Thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's any books in here that I may have just oversaw or kind of just breezed by without any commenting. See if there's if it's worth value or if it's a key of any sorts. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Till next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Again, practice social distancing. And yeah, guys, have a good one. Janky Comics signing off.